So, what are we making today?
Banana cake. You have 4 ripe bananas, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. This is what I consider a pinch of salt, you know. 1 cup of butter. This is the unsalted butter, so it's 2 sticks equals 1 cup. 3 eggs at room temperature. There's 2 cups of sugar and 3 cups of flour. Cake mixer, stand mixer. I'm using the regular old-fashioned cake mixer, the old and reliable. So I put in my 2 sticks of butter and my 2 cups of the sugar, and we will cream that together. Smoky. Now that my butter and sugar is cream, I'm just gonna set this aside for a little so I can smash my bananas. I don't like my bananas getting too dark when I do it, so after I cream the butter and sugar, then I go ahead and smash the bananas. So you can smash your banana before you start, or right now like I'm doing it. I just use a fork and a plate or a bowl, and I just use my fingertip right here, my point finger, and I press into it and I smash it down like this. So the 4 bananas are smashed. I'm gonna set that aside and come back to my butter and sugar, and I'm gonna grab this container with my eggs. When you're doing something with eggs or making something with eggs, you want to crack them one at a time in a separate bowl and check it, make sure it's good. Then you put it in.
Make sure. What are you checking for?
You know that there is no little stuff that isn't good on it. It's not like it doesn't have a rank smell, or like, you know, like it's rotting, or it's not black.
So you're making sure that the egg itself is not spoiled or bad, and then also so that you don't get any of the shell in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to just break eggs directly into your mixture, because if one's bad, then you got to start all over.
Now, why do you put your eggs in one at a time?
Because you want to mix every time you add an egg. You also want to make sure that your egg is good.
Okay, see? That makes sense.
Stubborn egg.
I want put up a fight to the end.
See how the consistency of the sugar and butter before changed, and now it has a more combined texture.
Yeah, it looks cool.
The egg binds it together. And now I'm going to add my vanilla and give that to add my bananas in. Make sure I get every last bit of my bananas because we are banana lovers in here. So you know I gotta scrape out the plate. Can't left anything for the dishwasher. Why I do that is because I lift it above the batter and I let it run so that it could help clean off the
bristles or whatever those are. The mixers.
I can't remember the name of it right now, but damn. The foot. The mixer foot.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to sieve my flour. Sieve my flour with my cinnamon, my baking powder, nutmeg, baking soda, and my salt. And I'm going to press down what's left inside. And whatever doesn't go through doesn't make it into the cake. Okay, bring back my batter. I got a wooden spoon. And I'm going to add my flour, my dry ingredients actually, in 3 different portions. So 1, I prefer not to use the cake mixer at this step. I prefer to use a wooden spoon and fold it in. If you want to continue using the cake mixer, you can do so and make the process easier, but this is how I prefer to do it. And I use a spoon that is open in the middle so that it can help me move the batter around without mixing it too much. Do you smell that? Man.
That's the smell.
Smells like banana with cinnamon and nutmeg. Smells really good.
Smell like holidays?
Smells like somewhere you ain't gonna be able to leave.
Wait till you start baking it, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be looking for it. So many times I've made this, gone to sleep, wake up, and more than half of the cake is missing.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them late night critters. Human-sized critters.
Mm-hmm. There was one time I went to sleep with 2 pans and woke up with 1. And the 2 pans were still there. Made me think, you know, like both of them was still there. Only to open one container and find that it's entirely empty.
Damn. That wasn't here. We would have ate both pans.
The other pan wasn't cut yet.
Mm.
If you're a nut fan, you could add some nuts into this.
What about chocolate chips?
You could add some chocolate chip in too. And that's your batter right there.
Nice.
It's nice and thick. It drops off the spoon. It's not too watery. It's not thin. It's nice and thick. That's how you want it.
That consistency?
Yes.
Lift it up one more time. So if it's dropping too fast, it's not thick enough. And if it's dropping too slow, it's too thick.
Mm-hmm. But you can't go wrong with banana because banana releases liquid. So you just, you know, the longer you leave the batter, the more liquid. I've found out that, you know, the banana will make the batter more liquidy.
If you're gonna go on either side though, would you want it thicker or more thinner or more watery? It really doesn't matter.
Well, with banana, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because banana itself, you mix that with a lot of stuff, it makes a good pastry.
Okay. You got somebody chiming in over there.
Yeah. She's saying I got some 2 cents over here. Y'all ain't listening. So I'm just gonna scrape off my batter. Well, scrape around the pan to, you know, put all my batter together. I'm using an aluminum foil. Normally, you don't have to. You know, you could just put it in there like that. But what I like to do is just take a little bit of shortening and rub it around on it. Rub it just a little. And I rub the sides. And my whole batter is gonna go in here. Actually, the last time I did this, I needed 2 aluminum containers because I split it in half, and I still got, you know, 2 decent sized aluminum containers. scrape all of it out. The dishwasher can't get any. Yep. This batter too good. When I was growing up, they didn't know about cleaning the pans like this. So, you know, kids would line up to have the container to lick out the rest of the batter. Give that a little shake to even everything out, you know, get everything set. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for like 5 minutes and I'm gonna go preheat the oven. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And as usual, I like the lights on. Preheat it to 350 and the cake is going to bake for 40 to 50 minutes. All the batter into one aluminum pan, but then I changed my mind and split it into 2 aluminum pans because I wanted to see how it would come out if I add some pecans to this one, like how it would taste, because I've never put nuts in the banana cake before. So I'm just adding some pecans, maybe just a handful of pecans. I don't want to add too much nuts because I also have a toddler that might want to be eating some of this. That's why I only did half of it, but he loves banana, so his plain one might be finished before this one and he might want to eat this one. So I'm just gonna give it a little twirl in, mix it in a little, you know. I thought about this afterwards, so I'm just gonna mix it in like this. That'll be it.
So I noticed that was a different technique you used from the what was that, the red chocolate chip cake?
Red velvet chocolate chip cake?
Yeah. So if you guys interested in the red velvet chocolate chip cake video, yeah, go ahead and go back in the channel and look at that video. That's another good one. But the technique you just used is a little different from that one. I was just wondering, is there any reason, or is just the way how you feel?
Well, when I put nuts in cake before, it hasn't sunk to the bottom, but when I put chocolate chip in cake, it tends to sink to the bottom for some reason. That's why I coat it with flour, the chocolate chip with the cake flour, and then I add it in, and I just kind of like pat it down, or I shake it in to where it just goes under the surface a little, not too much. But this one I have no issue with nuts when I've added to cake before, and since I'm just trying this one, I just swirl it in to where it's covered like that.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Oven is at 350, so our banana cake goes into the oven. Make sure I put it exactly at the center. There you go.
The what? The toothpick test, right?
Yeah, this is the regular banana cake. I'm just checking for doneness. It comes out clean. Put it in, it comes out clean. Put it in, it comes out clean. Clean. Put it in the middle. It's clean.
Well, explain like what
clean.
This is for people that are just now watching this video that haven't seen the other videos.
So when you put the toothpick inside the cake, If it comes out moist or wet where stuff is sticking to it, and you can clearly see that it's sticking to it, that means the cake isn't done. If you put it in and it comes out with a little bit of flakes, it's still considered done, because the heat of the cake, as long as it stays inside the pan, is going to finish cooking it. And if it comes out entirely clean, you're 100% sure it's done. So I'm just going to let this cool down here before I take it out of the pan. So I put it on a cooling rock. I will leave it there for like 20 minutes and then I'll take it out. Or I'll just cut it in there, just leave it in there, and you know, you take what you want to eat from it there. That way I don't have to dirty any more dishes. Because you know, they have the phrase that says, God bless the cook and to hell with the dishwasher. This is the banana pecan one, you know, the one that I'm trying with the nuts in there. So put that in. We're going to put it for 35 minutes. It's 35 to 40 minutes. So putting it for 35 minutes. Do the toothpick test for this one, and I'm going to put it in, and if you can see, it still has a little moistness there. Put it in again. See, it looks clean there, but see, it's still moist there. So I'm going to put it back in the oven for the next 5 minutes, because I only put it for 35 minutes and then I was checking it. One is the regular banana cake and it's already cooled, so I'm cutting it. So I'm just cutting it right in here, and we'll take a little edge piece here, you know, it comes up nice. Look at it, nice and spongy, springy to the touch. It's done. See, tear it open. Man, I'll have it just like this, but if you want, you know, I got my cream cheese frosting recipe there that you could try. You glaze it on top, or you just you know, put it on top and you rub it in, or when it's hot, you know, you just spread it on top and voila, there you go. Okay, so this is my cream cheese frosting that I made. And I'm just going to do a little something here on, you know, voila. So you have the cream cheese frosting on the banana cake, and this makes a nice size serving. So I took out the one with the nuts. I think I ended up swirling too much nuts in the middle, because every time I poked it, I keep poking. Every time I put the toothpick in, it keeps hitting a nut. So here, the toothpick test. It's clean. It's clean. And I just felt it go through a nut there. See, it's clean. It's clean. So that means that that one is finished also. So I'm just going to let it cool down for 10 minutes before I cut into it.